Hi, welcome back to Sew and Spill. We're so happy that you are here joining us today. We do want to let you know that this live is pre-recorded, so we will not be able to answer your comments live, but please feel free to comment. We will definitely be getting back to you. We'd love to hear from you. We always love the interaction. We'd love to hear any questions that you have, any comments. Anything that you want to say, we would love to hear from you, and we will definitely respond as soon as we can.
That's right.
It's just, again, been a busy summer, but we wanted to make sure that we were still making content for you all and still getting on here. And we did have some exciting things we wanted to share from our summer. So
yes, that is right. I echo everything Karen said. Stay engaged.
Yeah.
So keep the comments coming through, even though we are not live. But we have some fun things to show you and report on that we've been doing this summer. It's kept us busy and occupied.
Yeah. So today we want to talk about our sewing school secrets.
Yeah.
We're still in the thread, guys,
yes,
on our sewing school secrets.
On
our try saying that 3 times fast.
Yeah, I'm not going to try that. You can try that. But yes, our experience with, I think all of you maybe remember, some of you, we talked about several weeks back that we bought both of us bought the same new sewing machines because we both had 20-year-old machines that we were working with that both, did yours die? It's still limping along?
It's still somehow limping along, but it is definitely, the great-great-great-grandpa to my new machine. So
yes, and mine broke, so we were both like, perfect.
It was good timing to get new ones, and we had a lot of input from you guys on helping us to choose a new machine, and that was really helpful, and it helped us to narrow it down because honestly, we did research for weeks, probably months, honestly,
we did.
Trying to decide because there's so many cool machines and brands and features, and trying to decide what are we going to like today and what are we going to like in 5, 10 years, because we want these to last us for a long time. So it was fun to decide, and getting to know our new machines has been really fun.
Yes, and we honestly thank you for your feedback. Some of the comments I remember getting were, make sure that you buy local, because if you buy online, you can't always take your machine back to where you purchased it or ask questions, or classes wouldn't be available, or you wouldn't have classes obviously if you purchased them online. But so those are some things that didn't even cross my mind.
Oh, sure.
And when that was mentioned through your comments, we reached out to and visited in person some of these stores and asked all these questions, like, do you offer classes if you buy a machine? Do you offer tune-ups? And so
I know another great piece of advice that we got from you guys was buy a machine that you can grow into.
Yes.
And I think that was such a good piece of advice, because we were looking at a few models, and honestly, we're kind of leaning towards one that was a little bit down from this.
Yeah, was this a little bit cheaper?
It was just a little bit cheaper, and we were kind of like, not a lot, but
let's tell them really how it went. We both were like, okay, we're in this price, in this bracket. We don't want to spend more than that. And then we saw one that was a little bit nicer,
a little bit more,
had a little more bells and whistles. So we're like, okay, that is the limit. And then it went up from there, probably 2 or 3 times. At least 3 times.
Tell me that you guys can relate, because I think that it's hard to go back down. I'm like,
oh yeah.
After you see the kind of the fancier machines, then it's like, oh, actually, I do need 3,000 stitch options.
I know.
Okay, it doesn't have that many, but this one
doesn't. And you know what? To be totally transparent, we were probably really average. There's
Mhm.
definitely ones that are a lot more fancy, and a lot of people said, "Oh, Bernina's like the
Oh.
Cadillac of sewing
I know.
machines,"
And we did look at a Bernina, and it was
it
beautiful
was
and amazing.
beautiful.
And
And Juki and Janome. I mean, everyone has their
and
high end.
Husqvarna.
Husqvarna.
I mean, there were so
Pfaff.
many. Yes, Pfaff. They were really cute. We really liked the style of the Pfaff.
I know, it was
so
cute. The colors,
and like a lot of cool features. It really was hard to decide.
It was
but
hard.
We finally did.
We finally did. And sometimes Karen would have to be like, do not look at those really pricey ones. I'm like, but
I do have to tell you though, it was so funny because
jeez.
we took so long.
What are you gonna tell?
We took so long to decide on these machines, like really so long. And then that day, Lindsay bought 2 machines.
True story. Okay, I did because I wanted to have one to travel with. I mean, I'm sorry. It was a very inexpensive.
It is. It's a cute
Burnett.
Travel
it was a wannabe. Yeah. It's the not the knockoff, but like the little cheaper version of the Bernina. So
it was cute though. But it was just so funny
because she gave me and obviously still giving me all kinds of grief because she's like, "Are you kidding me? Like you looked at it and you're like, okay, I'll buy that one too," because it took us months on end.
And like she made that decision so fast after months of deliberation.
That was weird, kind of. But
it's funny, you just opened the floodgates.
True, I know. I'm kind of a spender.
She's like, I'll take one of those and one of those. And
it's true. And that one is really cute. And it is a great little machine, I will say. I think it was a B35 Burnett. And the reviews were great. It's a champ through like thick fabric. Anyway, that's a whole nother time. But we're happy with both of them. So thank you for your input.
Yes,
thank you for your contribution. You guys are so great. You guys are teaching us probably way more than we're ever like teaching you guys. But that's what this is all about, right? We're just a community helping each other and teaching and growing together.
Yes. And we love it.
We do love it.
Okay, so we would love to kind of share a little bit about what we learned because our machines, we did buy local, and with our brothers, we got our Brother PS700.
Some cute quilt lady said it was really lightweight.
I know, this cute quilt lady.
Not
She's
really.
Like, this is a great one to travel with. No, this thing is
it's pretty heavy.
This is a tank.
But look at it.
But it's pretty great.
It's great. I'll be it's a Brother pace setter. Is that what it's
pace setter? Yeah.
Pace setter. PS700.
Yeah. And it has been really fun to play around with. We couldn't wait. So
they came with
classes. They originally told us. So we bought these in May. Was it May? It was April or May. Yeah. It was in the spring. And they were like, "Oh, well, we can't get you in classes until October." And we were like, "But we want to get going on them now."
Yes. And they're like, "Well, you can always call us and ask questions." But we were like, well, what if we break it? Or what if we don't? That was one of my fears. Like, I just want to get in the class right now.
Yeah. And so we did. We started sewing on them.
Yeah,
and,
we did. And made
some mistakes. I mean, broke some needles.
2. I broke 2 needles.
One. But
because I was trying to 4-wheel drive. That's another story.
I just forgot that I had on a 1/4-inch foot, and you have to put your needle center. But that's a whole other thing.
Yes.
But we did eventually get to move our class up a few months. They were able to get us in at another location. They have a couple little locations here. It's Nettles in Salt Lake, if you're familiar or from here. And they were able to get us in.
There's a couple along the Wasatch Front, familiar, like Ogden too. I think Pleasant Grove.
Yeah,
familiar with Utah.
There's the cutest little quilting shop and like the nicest, kindest little people. I know employees that work there. They've been so helpful and nice. But they did get us in early, and so we were able to like officially learn and like. I mean, I feel like we should get like a driver's license. No,
it's true. It was so like I was honestly a little hesitant because I was like, is it worth it? They were like, this is like a $500 class if you just walked in and wanted to buy it or take the class, but it comes with your machine and a fancy manual.
Yeah.
which
I actually have already referenced once.
Yes, that's right. So it's I'm kind of teasing. I'm being a little sassy pants over here, but yes, no, it was so great, and it was awesome and helpful, and pretty much, I mean, weren't very many people in the class.
No, I mean they keep them really
Pretty
small, which
small.
is why it was hard for us to get in initially.
That's right.
But it was great. I mean, there were some things that we were like, okay, I know this.
I actually was sick the first class,
Mhm.
and so I'm like, Karen, can you videotape it? And I called, and they were like, oh, you just get better, come in because you don't want to miss this. But then Karen told me,
Yeah, no, it was like, I mean, if you have familiarity with the sewing machine, and like she had had a brother before,
yeah,
and so it was like, and plus we had already been sewing, like we had made a lot actually of both.
Yes,
on
coming
our
soon to the
machines.
website.
Yeah,
if they're not already on
coming
there.
soon. But we had been making a lot of projects already on the machine. So a lot of it we were familiar with, like winding the bobbin and threading your machine, and
we studied that on our own.
changing the presser feet, those kind of things. We did find some tutorials.
It was just
online.
the basics.
It was very basic for the first class.
Yes. So it would have been crucial for somebody that had just purchased a machine.
Yeah, and wasn't like familiar at all. Like and it was great. And actually I did learn some things. So I had a brother, I know.
She's like, you didn't miss a thing.
I'm like, you didn't need to go, except I did. You didn't.
I know I probably did.
I did. So I did have an old brother. I told you guys that it was a piece of, it was great.
What were you gonna say there?
It was great. I mean, honestly, it's lasted for 20 years and it's gotten me through a lot, but it was not fancy at all.
Can I say something? Really?
Yes.
No, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're great.
We will continue with that. I will have, and I think you can agree, our brothers went through a lot and we didn't do much to even maintain them.
No, which is what I learned is apparently you are supposed to change your needle every 4 to 6 hours. I never once changed my needle, guys, ever.
No. Karen, that's good. That's good.
And not only that, but you're supposed to oil and clean out the bobbin.
I didn't do that either, Karen. I never did that either. Needle a few times more than you, but not actually that many.
I mean, yeah. So,
but you know what? Like,
you live and you learn.
You do live and you learn, and sometimes you have to experience. You have to go through that to get to where you are now.
Like, sometimes you just do, and you know what? I kind of realized why I had some problems with my own machine now. But it's fine. Now I know.
But it was never serviced.
It was never serviced.
And mine wasn't either. Our old ones were brothers. That's why we were kind of like, well, if our brothers lasted 20 years and we
kinship with brother.
So we are not anyway affiliated with brother.
No.
We're just, that's just our experience.
That's just our experience. So they've been great little machines for what we needed and what we do.
Yeah.
So that was fun. I did learn some things in the first class that I was kind of, were a little bit of aha moments. Oh, changing the needle is important. Oiling your machine is important.
Yes. And this is how you do it.
Like I also did learn, and I didn't tell you this. Maybe you already knew this.
Oh, what?
Do not plug your machine into the same plug as your iron.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you guys know that? I didn't know that.
I learned that too.
Well,
yeah.
So, like a power strip, or just the same outlet?
Same outlet, they said.
Okay.
And I don't think she said necessarily why, just that it can be
like a power.
It can trip the power, maybe. It takes too much power. I don't know. But I did learn that, and you should use a power strip when you're for your machine. But
because it probably with the surge protector is always wise, right?
Yeah, surge protector.
Oh, okay, good stuff. Learning things today for the first time.
And I would love to know if you guys had any aha moments with your machines, if you've ever upgraded, if there was ever anything that you were just like, oh, I didn't know we were supposed to do that.
Yes.
Or if we're the only ones.
Or if you took a class and what did you learn?
Yeah.
Comment, because we would love to know and learn, right? We're just a group of ladies and gentlemen trying to figure out these fun hobbies.
I know. And it is fun. It's been fun to learn some of these new and different ways to use the machine. My old brother had 5 stitches from zigzag to straight.
Well, you know what? I will say those are most of the stitches that you. I mean, you can do a
They're
lot with
most
that.
of the stitches that you use. This is true.
You
But
don't-
I'm just saying, like, this
That's-
has opened a whole new world. I mean, you guys, there's easily 100
Let's get that
stitches
little
there.
above camera going.
Here, I'll get this.
Let's see if we can just show everyone a little bit, just because it's
Oh,
fun.
Where are we?
Oh, I don't
Hold
know.
on a second. There we are. Okay.
Can you guys see that? Is the lighting any good? But there's just a lot of, let's see here, a lot of fun stitches and how often. So my brother had, I think, 50 stitches, and I don't think I used them really ever, to be totally honest, because I was just doing straight stitch all the time.
But was it because you just thought they were decorative, or because
No, there's
you
never had use for them.
Uh-huh.
But I
Okay.
wasn't. I was just beginning, and I
Mhm.
didn't. You know, I was mostly sewing straight stitches all the time. You know,
Because I will say one interesting thing about this class was they showed us these stitches, but then they also showed us how you can use them, which was kind of cool.
so cool. Sorry,
Because
not
especially
a
for somebody like me who hasn't like had a lot of time or spent a lot of time
anyway, you can.
doing that, you know, or like sewing more than just a straight stitch.
Yeah,
It's it's been
Oh
like,
yeah, it was
interesting to
so
learn.
great to see how the application and how you would actually use it.
Yeah.
So first class, maybe a little beginner for us,
Mhm.
but still we learned things. And
Yeah.
then I would say the second and third classes. So each class was 3 hours long, and we did it for 3 weeks.
One a week,
Once
yeah,
a week.
for 3 weeks. And it was great. It was like a fun. We just would
It
go
was fun.
together.
Yeah, we're like,
and
oh, it's our sewing day. Let's
sewing. We have to go.
We have to
and
go.
we might have to go a little bit early and look at fabric.
and stay and go get dinner after. We made it a
They-
whole thing.
I know they gave us an incentive too. They're like, anything that you buy during your
I
class
know.
time, you get 10% off. And so
Right. Okay.
sold.
That's true. I know.
So,
Oh,
all right. Well, what
here's-
should we
yes.
talk about? Like, what's
Okay,
your
okay.
favorite? What was
So,
your favorite? Like
some-
some of your favorites that you
Some
learned.
fun things. We maybe talked about this because it was demoed when we first looked at these machines, but the ability to sew through denim and thick fabric.
Here, I'll go.
Oh, I don't know if it's like that important to see close up, but maybe. If I can get the camera, there we go. Okay, so they taught us that is not a straight stitch there. That's cricket along the top. Okay, we're learning. Okay, but this one was pretty good. This like on each side of the seam. Sorry, the seam was pretty straight on both sides because we had the coolest tool. Karen, what tool was that?
It was the stitch in the ditch foot.
It was the stitch in the ditch foot, but what was this foot called? Do you remember which foot the name of it was, or what letter? I don't remember.
It was
it this one? The G foot?
the G foot. Yeah.
And I'm sure everyone's feet look a little different, but let's look at, was it that one?
Wait.
No,
No, it wasn't the G.
I think
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, it was this one.
Oh, okay. The
it
R
was the
foot.
R foot.
It was R foot.
Right.
Yeah,
Can
show 'em
you
up.
see this?
Okay, so it has maybe turn to the side so they can see that like this little guy popping out. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. This doesn't look very focused.
I'm
Lagging.
sorry. I can't.
Something's like,
The focus.
sorry, the focus isn't great, but it's got this little metal piece in the middle of the foot for it to sit in the ditch of your seam. So you can get a nice even stitch on both sides of the seam. So I was really impressed. I don't know that I would have even read the manual. I'm not going to lie. The manual is a novel. I mean, I'm just going to pull this out. Is it working? Is everything working?
Yeah, I think so.
Our overhead is like kind of not working very well.
I know.
Sorry, our
Sorry.
second camera. But
Did you turn the Wi-Fi off on that?
no,
That might be why.
no, it's going.
Well,
Not
that's
sure.
okay.
Okay, sorry about that. Technical difficulties, but I was just saying that this is a very, very thick brother, and I'm a very visual person. So I really, I really appreciated the classes or anything. You can actually find a lot of things on YouTube,
That's
as
true
you
too.
know. So, but anyway, so
Yeah.
um,
But it was cool.
So that was really
tell
cool.
them how they
Oh.
had you do this though, with the on both sides. Do you remember?
Well, I did just tell him, but you were.
Oh,
busy. It's okay. I'll tell him
I
again.
didn't listen in the class,
It's
apparently.
Okay. No, you didn't. No, you were trying to figure out the camera thing. But this little groove, this little metal thing that comes out of the middle of the foot here, you lie right in the ditch. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that makes so you can have even stitches on both sides of the ditch. So
Right.
Stitch in the ditch.
Right. And you move the needle.
The needle.
You can move it to the left or to the right
of the little
of the center or the ditch, I guess.
The ditch.
And that makes it like perfectly even.
Which is so cool.
Which is so cool.
Everyone's making seams, and when you're making or hemming pants or jeans, another thing that was so cool is that about this machine, and that I learned about this machine, is that it can go through nine layers of denim, which is good news for me because I'm not going to sew denim, but I really want to get into upholstery and thick upholstery fabrics. And so that was one thing that sold me with this.
And I mean, we learned, so there's like a little black spring button on our
I didn't know this, you guys.
I didn't know this either.
My old machine had it. I bet yours did too. And you guys
it probably did.
I forgot about that one. This was my favorite.
Let me see if I can get our overhead.
Let's see if I can
get to work because
and you probably know what we're talking about.
I know you guys probably do know, and we do not know. But there's like a little. Where's your flex light?
Oh, get that out. It's right here.
Get the flex light out.
There we go. I still haven't put the flex light on my machine because I'm trying to figure out the best spot for it. But
the light.
Illumination. Okay. This little.
Am I showing it without doing it in the camera?
Okay, let me see if I can do it and you point.
Okay. So do you see this like little black? I'll touch it. This
out of the
black button right here. If you're going over a thick seam,
this little thing,
that little button that's on the little spring there. If you're going
on your foot,
yep. If you're going over a seam, like a thick seam, you push that little button while you're going over it, and it just like helps lift your foot right easily over that seam. So easy and so amazing.
That could be maybe my favorite thing. We were thinking like, what were our favorite things?
And that was learned. So fun to learn. So fun to learn.
Such a small little thing, but it made me so happy.
Yeah, totally.
I'm like, oh my gosh, that alone is. Maybe I'll keep that flex light just out just in case. Okay, our cameras are a little wonky.
Like, why can't
Sometimes technology can be such a double-edged sword.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
Oh,
why
this is lovely.
Lagging so much.
That is weird. I wonder if everyone in the area is online right now. Is that even a thing anymore? Sorry, everyone.
Well, we can keep talking while I figure this out.
You keep talking. She's really good that way.
Sorry, our overhead camera doesn't want to participate.
Yeah.
In sewing school. It knows it's summer. It's like school's out.
Yeah, we're not working. And we're not doing a tutorial or something. We're just sharing what we learned and how fun it was. And chances are you guys probably all have these similar features and things, but it was fun for us.
It was fun for us. And I'll show you.
Yeah, you showed some of the things that.
So let's see what
we didn't have on our previous machine.
So this was kind of a fun one, and I'll just skip the overhead camera and try to hold it up to you.
No, it's going to be a little tricky.
So this is a blind hem stitch. I don't know if you can see that. And then this is what it looks like on the other underside. There's just like a little.
And what is it used for?
So here, let me try to do this.
It was used for the. What did I do with my little manual that I was just holding?
See if I can just do it like this. Okay, So that's the blind stitch. And then this is the other side. That's what it looks like when you do a blind hem.
So when you match the thread to your fabric.
When you match it to your fabric, you wouldn't even see that.
Yes, it's very minimal. And
like,
that's good for like men's,
like trousers.
Yes.
Anything like that.
Anything
and
that
that's
you
so fun.
Want to keep. You don't want anyone to see, right? Reveal any stitch.
For sure.
That was fun. I've never
done a blind hem before. That was fun to learn.
And I can promise you, I wouldn't have ever read this to learn about it, probably.
I know. Anyway, it's true. It's true.
True confessions. All right. Let's maybe get. I don't know if it's gonna work, but maybe.
There we go.
Yeah, let's just do the main.
Okay.
Main camera. Okay. Some other things that we learned. Well, I had never really. I've always been scared of the buttonhole. So, that was Karen's had some experience and
so
using
we should show them the buttonhole foot that it comes with.
Yeah,
that is kind of cool.
Yeah. This awesome little foot and a few weight. I turned off my machine over here. Maybe if I had the light on, we could have. If I had the machine on, we could have seen. Oh my gosh!
Details. But we wanted to use our flex light because it's so cool.
That's true.
And so handy.
That is true. But yeah, I don't even have a button to put in here to show you except for this, but it's sewn to our little sample. But you just put the button right in that little slot.
You could show it with like a little bobbin.
Close it up. Bobbin. Yeah. A good idea. So, like this is your button. And you just slide it all the way so it knows exactly how big to make your buttonhole.
Yeah.
So it was really great.
Foot attaches right to your machine, and then there's like a little piece that comes down and attaches.
Pull this down.
Also, like on the side, and then it just makes your buttonhole exactly the right size.
We made all these cute, like different ones, zigzags, and there's lots of different options, round ones. I will have to say, and not to be negative, there was one stitch. Well, we'll get to stitches in a minute. That just reminded me of it. But yeah, super, super cool. So we learned, what all these different foots do. All these different little feet do.
And some cool tools for making buttonholes. I've always just used a seam ripper, but apparently they have like little tiny chisels and little tiny cutting mats.
Yes, little buttonhole, tiny ones.
Like, these are so cute.
And they actually made such a difference. It was a lot cleaner of a little cut than a seam ripper. So
yeah, it was definitely interesting. And she taught us how to do it with like a little thread in there to like reinforce the buttonhole.
Oh, to make
you can do that on like it. So you can sew it right in with these little hooks that are on the button foot. So fun, so interesting. So that was fun to learn.
Yeah, I would have like a piping look. It was kind of like a little piping button. I know. I wouldn't have thought about that either. And we're also learning that there's a tool for every little thing.
There is a tool for every little thing.
Like they're like, oh, there's a tool to like change your needles. Anyway,
and Lindsay was like, my fingers are free.
I said that quietly. I did not say that.
She said it on the side too.
I said that on the side.
It was pretty funny.
I know. I was like, because to be honest, it wasn't any quicker, in my opinion, than just putting it in yourself. So I'm like, well, or I could use my fingers quietly. Anyway,
it did make me laugh. This is why it's fun to take it together.
That is fun. Seriously, find a friend, get a machine together, get a family member or an aunt or an uncle or whatever, and just go and do these things. Like it's just fun. It was those were so fun. I'm like gonna miss them. I'm like, what else are we gonna do?
Well, that's why we signed up for another class.
I know we did. We'll tell you all about that too. We'll report on that. Different kind of class.
Excuse me.
Okay, so this is one that Karen loved.
Yeah. So here's another one.
It's cool.
I'm sorry that our overhead isn't working. This is just like a little overlock stitch, which you would use like in place of a serger. And I actually came home from the class and I did use this. It was kind of amazing when I was making these
Yeah, to
pencil
actually put it into
pouches.
practice.
I put it into practice, and I was like, that's the first time that I've ever done something like that. And I know you can do like a little zigzag also, but this is like a little bit neater. I think it just looks a little neater, and it was great.
And then you don't have to go out and buy a serger.
Don't have to buy a serger.
Sergers are nice.
They're nice because they
Probably
cut the
ideal.
fabric as well. But I mean, in a pinch, it's kind of great
That's true.
to just use something like that. So that was fun to learn that our machines can
Especially-
do that, and which stitch it is.
Yes.
Because, you know, so we have our little cheat sheet little notebooks now.
Might you? Let's see. One of mine. Yeah. Sorry, you actually.
And I have
mine.
both.
She has both. But I wanted to show you kind of up close, and my handwriting is like all wild. You can't really see. I apologize, but it tells you which stitch and then which foot to use. So this is going to be a great thing to have all the time until we get very familiar with it. To be able to refer back to, oh my gosh, which foot was that? Oh, it's the M foot, and this is the stitch that I do for the buttonhole or for what.
For sure.
And it's it says too up here, but it's all digital too. So we had to learn what these buttons meant because they're just pictures. So I'm like, she's like, push the menu button. And I'm like, I mean, that one's actually pretty obvious, but there were some other ones.
There was like mirroring and like pattern repeating and
cool
you
things.
can like elongate and widen your stitches and save it like in a memory bank.
Yes,
like all these kind of things. So that was like helpful to learn.
Yeah, that was really cool.
What about any, like other fun decorative favorite stitches?
Yes, if we're gonna get into like fun stitches, and too bad the overhead is not working, but we got to do all these really fun. Oh gosh, I don't know if you guys can see, just like fun, cute stitches. How cute would that be on a little hem or a little cuff or something?
There were these,
and they were pretty impressive. I wasn't so sure. Maybe you can see hers better in the red.
They're fun, like little bicycles and cars. So cute. Little alligator and bees and flowers.
And you can program all these things, different stitches. So you don't have to, just do all hearts. You can program a heart and then a star and then another heart and then bee. And then that was really fun.
That was really fun.
How to do that. And then it's got a bunch of, not 2 or 3 fonts, I think. There was a script font, a block font. I don't know. These are practice sheets, okay? So, bear with us here. There's even a Chinese character. So if you know Chinese, you can do some Chinese lettering and stuff. Oh, that one's cute.
It's all there. Oh, little step stitches.
Yes, step stitches.
Yeah, there's some little step stitches.
Very cute.
I don't know.
How cute her name is.
It was fun to play around and try to figure out these stitches.
Yes, without having to do it on an actual project that we couldn't mess up on. Like, it was just fun to mess around.
It was fun to play.
I'd encourage you, and it was interesting with everything all the stitches, they actually put a piece of stabilizer she made us. So this also came with the class. She had pre-cut little fabric pieces for us along with stabilizer. So I thought that was interesting. And it's actually like rather thick. It feels very thick. Maybe more so than cardstock. But anyway, it went right through like a dream.
Right through it, yeah.
It was awesome.
Great.
There was one little stitch I was disappointed in that I was mentioning earlier. It was like this little round, kind of looks like a brad or like a little
eyelet.
Grommet. Yeah, eyelet, yes. But it didn't actually connect. It looked like a C. So I'm being honest, that was a little disappointing, but maybe it was something in my setting or something else. I don't know. So those are fun. We also had we have a free, what is it called? Free range?
Free motion
Quilting foot. So I'll show mine first because yours is so much prettier.
No.
We just had fun and doodled. And let me tell you, I have a new appreciation for freehand quilters.
Oh my gosh. It was so hard.
That was way hard.
It was so hard.
I know a lot of people aren't doing them on their like regular machines. They're doing them on like bigger machines, but still, there is a process. There is a technique.
Oh, for sure.
Karen's actually really good. No, we're gonna hold that up. She did like look at those. That seems like she almost drew those on there. I don't know. I was impressed. And
Oh,
mine
that's-
looked like a crazy web or something.
No.
I was trying all kinds of different things, but it was really fun to see, you know,
It was fun to
with
try.
practice.
Like, I mean, I think that, I mean, probably what you guys do when you free motion quilt is you must trace a design on with a fabric marker. I
Yes.
think that you'd have to,
I
because
mean,
just like eyeballing it was really difficult.
that's true.
And I think if you had something to trace, it would be a little bit easier. But it was fun. It felt like drawing a little bit.
Yeah, and we learned that the faster you go, right, pretty
Mhm.
much, the cleaner the stitch looks, and it works better.
Well, I mean, as long as you
Right?
stay consistent, I feel like you have to stay
yeah,
consistent
you have to stay
with whatever
consistent.
speed your machine is doing, and it was interesting. I did also find that it was easier without the foot pedal for this one, and to just use our little stop start button for me.
Mhm.
That was easier than trying to keep my speed consistent with my foot.
Yeah, that's
That was
true. Kind of
interesting.
like patting your head and what it like. You
Yeah.
know, your mind was trying to like move because you really have to use both hands. They very much stress that it's a two-hand thing, and a lot of fancier machines have programs that all you do is barely move it and it does it for you. So you know that, but
I know, and I'm curious, are
stuff.
there any feet that you guys are like terrified to use?
Yeah.
Because
or
some of them are
techniques
scary, or
or- yeah.
techniques that you're scared to try.
or buttonholes. I've been scared forever.
Buttonholes.
20 years.
I mean,
I had actually a buttonhole foot just like that one in my last machine. And I never used it because I was like scared. It seemed scary to me to make a buttonhole.
actually, I have to tell you guys, like, the funniest thing that Lindsay didn't know her old machine did.
Are we picking on me or what?
Yes. Because it's
Fine.
hilarious.
Fine. Okay.
You have to say.
Oh, well, yeah, it's a true story. So our cute little sewing lady was demonstrating, actually, it was something we're going to show you in a second, twin needles, which is really cool. And she could not thread the darn machine. I mean, the darn little needle. And she's so cute. That sounded rude, but she is so cute. She couldn't, it's hard to thread a twin needle.
And we had dull scissors, like the lady that she didn't have very sharp scissors. So you got to get that thread at a nice point.
Yes, exactly. And she was struggling forever. And I can't remember if she asked or if I just said, hey, I am really good at threading a needle because I did it on my machine for 20 years. And I just found out, as it like literally after it broke, that it had an automatic threader, just like this one on the side here. Maybe it wasn't as fancy, but I think it was. I really do. And so I went 20 years without using it because I didn't take the time to read the manual or take a class or go look on YouTube. I just like,
there's just
I was
things
rough with
about
it,
your machines that you probably, I bet that there are feet in there that you guys haven't used.
Oh, probably.
I'd be willing to bet.
Well, it'll be interesting to see like how many I actually use too. But now that I know how to use it, I'm much more likely to use it.
Yeah.
And not be so scared. I think it's such a daunting thing.
It is.
So I actually threaded that pretty fast.
Do you remember? I know.
I did. I
good.
Got in there.
Right in there.
Now, if I have to demonstrate that right now, we thought it would be fun to maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, we thought it would be fun to show. So one of the cool things that our machines do is you can use a twin needle. And so we thought it would be fun as just like kind of a way to show our, like, demonstrate a little end to our show, is show a twin needle. And while we're like doing that, maybe we can go over our tips if you're going to take a class.
Because we do have some tips.
We do have some tips if you're going to take a class. Like, there's some things that we learned
we wish we
going through that we wish we would have done from the beginning, that we kind of learned through as we went on. But we would love to show you this twin needle because it's just so cool.
It is cool.
And
if our camera works.
If the camera can work.
It
has been tricky.
That's really weird. It was working. I actually did happen to use it earlier, and it was working fine earlier today. So I apologize.
We'll see what we can do.
So with that,
okay. So
do you want to? So confession, I've already lost the twin needle that it came with. So I'm borrowing Karen's twin needle, and I didn't get to really use it. So you might have to be the one that actually, I'm happy to thread the needle, Karen, but because I didn't have one at the class, I don't know. Just an idea, just a thought that you might. Can you see?
I can get.
We've got more cord, so you can bring that around if that's
All right. Okay.
And we can always like lower it and then stick that up there.
Okay, there we go. All right, hopefully you guys can see that.
Okay, so this little guy.
So we still have the big camera, so you can show on the big camera.
There we go. Sorry. This is the extra spool for the twin needle that you have to.
Yeah, and I think you can also use this for like metallic thread or some other things that can't have like that horizontal threading because they get caught. I think I didn't catch that. Well, she didn't say that. I just did extra credit.
Oh, you did, and you didn't share it with class with your best friend.
I saved it for our so-and-so.
There you go.
I think I heard that somewhere, and I like on one of the tutorials I watched. But
cool.
Anyway, so I think you can use it for that as well.
Okay, awesome. So our machine.
Some of us do read the manual.
She does. It's true. Okay. All right. Thanks for all the burns, all the. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love you, Lindsay. I love you too. And you know what? I'm gonna get you that. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
I know you will. I know.
We always do. This is fun. This is why we like love each other and have so much fun doing this. Okay. So you just click this onto the bobbin, the spool threader thingy, because that's the fancy name for it. I think that's in the manual. The threader thingy.
The threader thingy.
The threader thingy. Okay. And for our machine, you have to have the thread has to come out over the bottom, under it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, and then you
thread it
the
same
exact way through the same slots here. But you know what? I am going to put on my little thing so my thread does not come sliding off here. Let's see here. Oh, I got to put my presser foot up. And get this over here. Am I doing this right? Oh, there we go. Sorry. It's at an angle. It's tricky for me. Normally it would be straight on.
How just like a different angle can make it so much trickier.
So tricky. Okay, so the blue thread here, if you can see, it's on my regular spool. That goes in the right, and I will probably have to move this a little bit. I don't know if you can.
That is just fine.
Over here. The blue thread goes in the right needle, and here I am touting that I can do this. And so this is, you cannot use the automatic threader for the twin needle.
Yeah.
Oh, that is tricky. I might have to turn on my light, which sounds kind of weird. Because I've got like studio lights in here and it just feels a little bit on the bright side. Oh, dear.
My sharp scissors. Yeah.
Okay, so this might take a minute. Do you want to tell them all the fun tips that we were?
Okay, so while Lindsay works on that, I want to tell you guys some of our fun tips. Okay, I do. Here, and I'll even take the camera
these
off of you for a second.
If you take any classes, these are great tips.
Okay, so
for any kind of class, I'm convinced.
Yes, this is what we kind of came up with as like our best tips for taking class. Okay, hi, welcome back. Sorry for having a little bit of technical difficulties, but luckily this is pre-recorded, so hopefully we can like figure it all out.
Yes.
I think where we left off before our laptop battery died.
That's right. That's right.
Was
Our main camera.
Our main camera, sorry. Our tips for taking class, and they were to bring water.
Yes.
Because you get really thirsty.
Yeah, you're
talking. And that's what we're talking about, our emotionally support
right.
Stanleys.
We both have them. Mine's decorated with bows. My daughter was like, you have to have them.
We love bows here.
But yes, because you're just talking and it's hot and you're just, you know.
I mean, and just like gotta stay hydrated. We live in a desert. I don't know. Maybe it's different in like a humid climate, but we live in Utah. It is dry. It is hot in the summer, and
especially,
you just get it's just parched. I feel like it's just parched. So bring a water bottle.
Bring water. Bring a snack.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's
like
several hours. I mean, for this class in particular, it was 3 hours long. It was over dinner time. It was
4 to 7. So like if you ate before, you're going to be famished.
Yeah.
After, by the time you pack up and leave, unless they say you can't bring stuff, but we brought like nuts and
like
just like little
beef jerky or something, like just something easy and simple that you can kind of munch on, because there is some downtime while they're like helping.
Yeah,
Our instructor was like helping some other people troubleshoot some things, and so we're just like chatting and like our tummies are grumbling.
Yes,
and
because so it's a class, like it's exhausting. I mean, for me,
it's like a mental load.
Yeah, it is, and I always get hungry, so that was good. We did bring water. No, I don't think I brought water, but I think you did.
You brought.
Did I? Maybe one of the times. I forgot this last time. But anyway, we did bring snacks, so that was good.
Yeah.
Some of these other things that we didn't like, what were some of those other things?
Sharp scissors.
Oh, yeah.
There were a few times where we were like, because you have, maybe your seam ripper and like your thread cutters, but there are some times where it was like, it would have been nice to have some sharp scissors.
I messed up on one of my like sample things, and if I had just cut it, I could have started over again. But I didn't, so they had to go back and pre-cut stuff. So it just took time, but they didn't, they gave us a list of things to bring, and oddly enough, scissors was not on the list, and I was like,
I know. Well, actually, neither was thread, and luckily, the first class I happened to already have thread in my machine, or I would have had to buy some.
That's strange.
So I mean, it was probably just an oversight, but. Bring thread, and I would say even bring colored thread, because if you can notice, like, so this was Lindsay's, she had white thread.
True, I had white
in there. It's just harder to see. Like if you want to see the detail in your stitching, it's a little bit harder to see. This like brighter colored thread, a lot easier. And if you look at like I'd read, it's just a lot easier to see. If you're wanting to see the detail, you're exploring these stitches, the mistakes with your machine. You want to see that contrast. Like most of the time you want that invisibility, right? But not for this.
Good point. And I didn't know that they would have white or off-white, anyway. So depending on what fabric they give you to work with, Karen's right. I had to go. Luckily they had thread for me to buy, but it was overpriced a little bit. And, I already had blue thread, but not with me. So yes, bring several different colors.
I'd say like a light and a dark, just in case, because you don't know what fabric they're given.
Just for a contrast.
So I would say that's good, and along with that, extra bobbins.
Yes,
always a good idea.
Bobbins. Yeah, of course, all your other. Did we already talk about that? All your other parts.
Oh yeah,
that you bring.
All your like feet, your seam ripper, your. I actually had a tool. So these machines come with a little pedal thing that you can stick in. You can lift the presser foot up with your leg. And I brought that the first day. It was the first time I had ever tried it. And that was just kind of fun to try. I didn't have to bring that, but it was fun, like in this kind of environment, to just like experiment. And like when it was low stakes, like it doesn't matter if I mess up my presser feet if I'm using this, And so it was just kind of fun to try it out.
Master.
It was a total Time after. Get your workout.
That's true. And we needed like our little tool to like remove the foot or with different things. So make sure you bring all those little things. Some things we didn't use, like I forgot they didn't show us how to use the walking foot.
Yeah, they didn't.
But that's okay.
They actually didn't show us much of the quilting bundle at all, which was interesting. But I mean, then again, it was like it was a basic class. She did show us like some cool things with the feet that came with the machine.
Yeah.
But
it was still awesome, and
it was
we learned a ton. So
what else? Oh, I would say that's probably like the last.
Oh yeah. Well, so two different cases. So I put all my little parts in this little see-through pencil box that I got for 99 cents at Walmart. Oh, sorry. And so
this is what it comes with, just so you know. And it does not, everything does not fit in here. It doesn't fit.
Come on.
So Lindsay was really smart to just get a little.
I'm not that smart. I put this in there too.
Well, but still, to just have that like extra thing to keep all of your pieces together.
Well, and a hard case.
And a hard case.
So
like,
it's not gonna,
very
I don't know, get bent or messed up. And I've got, of course, extra needles and stuff. So that was nice. I did bring that, but I did not. We both actually don't have a sewing machine case yet. So I hauled in the biggest box that ever was, because I wanted to make sure that, I don't know, I didn't damage my machine.
So I just brought my machine. I put it comes with like a little slip cover.
Yeah. Put her dust cover over it.
I put my dust cover over it, and I just kind of hauled in my machine like that. But
that's not
heavy.
That's not a, gate. That's not a, what am I trying to say? That's necessity. That's just kind of for comfort or whatever.
But it would have been nice. It would have been nice if you have one.
Yes, if you have one, get one, or use it. But definitely all those other things are a necessity.
Yeah.
Bring water. Yeah. You know what was also nice? I'm sure everyone probably will bring your phone, but it was actually really nice to take a few videos of like how I was installing my foot. So that might be something.
And a pen to take little notes.
True.
Because there were a few times where we just wanted like a little extra. We just some little extra notes to just remember some things that they talked about. Besides what was in our little manual.
Right.
So that was helpful too. Yeah. So yeah, I would say that those are probably the main things.
And if your classes don't come, if they don't provide you with a little manual, a little notebook, bring a notebook. Like this next class we're going to do, they probably won't have a notebook, but we should.
Yeah.
Some kind of a journal or something so that we can take our own notes. And it was great because there's some things I missed that Karen caught, and I copied her notes. So anyway,
it was good. And bring a buddy.
Everybody, I know, seriously.
It was fun to do it
together.
It
was way more fun. And then we went to dinner after.
Well, that was a secret.
Well, that's a secret. But we'll tell you guys.
We'll tell you guys.
We'll tell anyone else.
Tell our families. Just kidding.
Yeah. Where are you? Still sewing. Class took forever.
Well, so just really quick to end, we want to show you this cool twin needle. It's just kind of a fun thing to end on.
Yes.
So we have to change it on your machine.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I can't. We'll do. Okay, so I actually, you have to hand thread. Okay, the twin needles. You can't use the automatic threader little tool. But so the main spool goes on the left needle, and then the second twin one goes on the right. So it took me just a minute to thread those, but I had sweaty hands. But I turned up the AC.
And then you change it
how do I do
in your menu.
Go to menu.
Go to twin needle. Scroll down to twin needle, and then you turn it on. Okay. And then you can only do certain stitches with the twin needle. It won't let you do,
which is nice. It just won't do it.
It won't do it. It'll say you have to switch back to a single needle.
And again,
this is our machine. This is our machine. I mean, there are obviously some machines that are fancier, but and so just these. I think it's mostly in this first section. This first section of stitches are the ones that are able to be done with the twin needle. So
awesome. What should we do? So we have two different colors to kind of show make it stand out.
maybe like, I don't know, 18 could be cool, or even just like.
What is 18? Oh yeah, let's try. We'll try maybe
18.
a couple.
Yeah, we could try a couple.
So I just type in, oh, whoops, sorry, go back. Press, okay, 18. Okay, twin needle, it's showing it's gonna work. So this is twisted, so don't judge
It's
too
a little
harshly.
off, but let's see if we can get in there. But how cool to see that, just like the whole needle going. I mean, that's just so fun.
And this is so fun for just like decorative, stitching, just something to kind of stand out.
Something extra, something different. You don't need it. It's just for fun.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there for times. Lift up your presser foot.
Oh, look how cute! That is so fun.
Okay, so I just need to pull out this little. These pieces kind of got caught in there. Okay, can you guys see that? The lighting. Let me grab my flex light here because I think you can see it better. How cute.
That is so cute.
I love that. Okay.
And I love it with the contrasting thread too. You
could
obviously do like
the same color.
The same color, but how fun to do just a different.
Let's try 41.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
Let's see here. Oh, just 41. Still learning. Still learning over here. It's taking a little bit longer.
A little more decorative.
I know. I think I'm going to use this one like a lot. I just think it's fun and different and like use the twin needle.
Oh, that is so cute.
That is so cute.
That is darling.
We're both discovering this we didn't do this one in our class. That is so cute.
I love that.
I do too. Which number was that? Let's remember that.
41.
Right. And you know what else I figured or I did during my class is I just like wrote down what the stitch. Oh geez. Like we're keep grabbing the crappy pen.
Here's a pencil.
I wrote notes anyway. To remember. So I would encourage you to just play with it and then write that down, and you can use this for reference because some of these little stitches on the pictures are tiny.
Yeah, and it's hard to kind of tell what they're going to look like until they're stitched.
They do kind of look different.
Should we do one more and then?
Yeah, let's do one more and then we'll let you go.
We're a little bit over time.
I know, we're chatters.
We'll do one more.
Let's do, what do you want to do?
Oh, I don't know, maybe like 55.
Okay.
Just like a basic. Oh, can't do that one.
Can't do that one.
45.
Okay, 45. Oh, that's funny. I was going to choose that one. Okay.
Wow, that's great minds.
I know. So fun. I'm like hardly even guiding it too. It's such a beautiful machine.
Yeah, so fun.
Try not to break any.
Oh, that's so cute. That is cute.
So cute. They all turned out darling. And they
fun.
Did a really, I will say my old brother that was 20 years old, I tested, I tried a few fun stitches for fun in the beginning, but they weren't that great. Like they were a little off, but these are so like on point. Anyway, very impressed. This was so fun.
This was fun. Thanks for sharing your time with us. And
always.
Sorry we've had a few little technical difficulties, but thanks for hanging around and learning with us. And we hope that you'll try some new things out on your machine and get inspired and
report. Share with us what you learned. Sure. And maybe there's some things that you guys are like, you're missing this. You didn't talk about this, or you.
And I'm sure there is. I mean, there's so many feet we didn't go over. There's the whole quilting bundle. I mean, there's really a lot.
Yes. We're still learning.
We're still learning.
We are very open and honest that we are learning, but we love this and we want to share what we've learned, and we want you to obviously always engage with us. And so it's our favorite to have you join us. So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.